Your career. Can I talk about your career?
You can talk about whatever you want.
Why are you smiling, friend?
Because I'm looking in your eyes and I'm connecting.
What?
So it's almost like I don't have to talk to you. I can connect with you. I really do. I just look in your eyes and I feel you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We don't even have to talk now then.
We don't.
Yeah.
But, I can't see your audience.
That's true.
So true.
That's true.
Yeah.
We should talk. That is
Let's
true.
talk, but
Yeah.
let's keep staring in each other's eyes
Yeah,
while we do. Do you have any Pottery Barn candles we could light?
Okay, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I will not look at you anymore. I don't like it.
You won't look at me anymore?
I'll glance at you every once in a while, but staring at your eyes
Staring
like that
makes
is
you uncomfortable.
a
Got
little
it.
bit, my friend.
Got it. I'll look away.
My friend.
I just looked away.
One day, I didn't even know Harland that well. He calls me and he goes, "You want to be in my movie?" Do you remember that?
So great. You don't know how grateful I am. That touched me.
It did?
It warmed my heart. You did such a wonderful job. You took it very seriously. Your acting was great.
I did take it really seriously.
You were so attentive, and you have no idea that touched me. Thank you.
What do you mean? Yeah, thank you. No, I thought that I go, wow, we're friends.
Well, yes.
Because I wanted to be your friend so bad, but then that was like the first step toward friendship.
When was
this?
this?
Years ago. He goes, come to my house. He lives in that same house that we went to. Remember, baby? Same house. We were early in the morning, I remember. And I go, where are we going? He's like, the desert. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. And we drove into the desert.
And we shot, and
In
you
your
were
trunk.
amazing.
I was in the trunk of your car.
You were in. We took my truck, my pickup truck.
Right.
You were in
Who
the
else
back.
was there? Somebody else was there. I forget.
A couple of the other actors.
Right.
And a cameraman.
A cameraman, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a big crew. I shot the whole movie with about 3 people. A
Yeah,
2-hour feature.
2-hour feature.
He really did. And I played, what did I play? A kangaroo?
What was this
Kangaroo
called?
Hans O'Reilly.
That's right. I played Kangaroo Hans O'Reilly.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, you opening up the trunk,
Yeah.
and I came out, and I had...
You were tucked in the back seat.
Oh, the back seat.
and
That's what it was.
I pulled you up, and you
pulled
had
me
your
in.
little kangaroo hands.
Yeah,
It was beautiful. You
Yeah.
you have no idea how deeply grateful and honored and happy you made me doing that.
Oh, no, dude, of course, dude, because I'm saying... What I want to say to you, I want to say this earlier. We went into a couple of weird areas, but what I really wanted to say to you, though, is that, I saw you in There's Something About Mary, saw The Rocket Man, you know what I mean? You're such a funny guy. Naturally, and I've seen you stand up for so many years. There's no stand-up like you. You're so fucking great and creative up there and weird and fun, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And so when I did go out to do that with you, it was I will remember it for the rest of my life. You know, it was
really?
Cool. Yeah.
I
That's why I brought it up, fucknut.
I didn't know if it was just another like, I'm going to do a bit, you know. I didn't know if it resonated that much with you.
Well,
but I'm glad to hear that it
Can
did
I tell you
resonate.
something, you fuck? Okay? Is that number one, right? I don't, as everyone in the room knows, okay? I don't leave here.
No.
What?
I don't leave the house
rarely
unless it
leave.
has to do with food,
Yeah.
right? Or sometimes an audition, or if I have to go to work
By force.
by force, right?
Yeah, you're a
But
homebody.
yeah, but rarely do I go. Yeah, I'll go out to the desert with you and shoot this thing,
Wow. Well, now I'm even more honored.
right?
Wow,
But
that
because
means a lot.
if it was you, I was like, I'm going to do this. This is going to be amazing. I love that guy.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what's funny is I walked up to Bobby and I said, "Hey, Bobby, I'd love you to be in my movie." And before I could even tell him what it was, he goes, "Yeah, okay." And I didn't have to tell him the part. He didn't want to see the script. It's like I think I sent you the script 3 days before.
Yeah.
And we went. It was probably 3 or 4 weeks or a month later that we did it.
Yeah.
And you just were so great, and you just like did it, and that's why I'm to this day, and it's such a beautiful part in the movie. Everyone loves you.
Oh.
It's so funny, and you're
What's the movie called?
It's called Fudgy Wudgy Fudge Face. And it's an indie movie that took me 6 years to shoot. I did it by myself. I wrote it. I directed it. I shot it. I did the hair, the makeup, the costumes, the
Everything.
locations, the transportation, the props, I mean, I edited it. I did the music. I did the sound effects. I mean, I did the whole damn thing. It took me 6 years. So everyone who's in it has a piece of my heart because it was such a passion project.
Yeah.
And it's,
Can you get it? People get it on iTunes or anything like that?
they can order it at my website. It's only on DVD. Because
Yes.
I don't know if anyone even has a DVD player anymore, but it's at harlandwilliams.com. But
And Fudgy Wudgy What Fudge
Fudgy
Face.
Wudgy Fudge Face.
Wow.
And I'll never forget, we stopped on the way up to the desert. It was about a 2 hour and a half drive north right out of LA. And we stopped in the morning at Subway to get sandwiches for lunch and put them in the cooler. And Bobby got like a Subway like omelet.
They have omelets?
Or no, they got like little egg things.
Yeah.
And we got out to the desert, and the first thing Bobby did is he found like an anthill, and he put half his omelet down the anthill, and the ants just started swarming like, "We've been in the desert for 50 years, a fucking omelet." It's just like they just started swarming. Dude. Like
They went crazy.
You made them happy, bro.
I know, man.
It was
You
like
remember
a
this?
Christmas
Yeah, I do.
omelet.
I remember.
I think I took a picture of it. I think I have a picture.
I think I did that because I didn't like it.
Oh, so stick it to the ants.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, to my,
Yeah,
I mean, my garbage is their pleasure.
that's right.
You all right?
My garbage is their pleasure.
Right? You know that old saying.
Yeah,
Yeah? And then here's another thing.
their garbage is my pleasure.
Yeah, you get it. You also did a special, I don't know if this is right or not, in the forest?
No, I did it in the desert, right where we shot. Remember, we shot behind a great big hill in the desert.
Yeah.
So I owned that hill. I bought that hill.
You could buy
Wait,
hills?
you bought a hill in the desert?
Yeah, we shot on my land. Didn't I tell you that was my land we were shooting on?
Oh, I did not know that.
I bought 20 acres in the middle of the desert, and 10 of it is a giant hill. And so I went back a few years later, and I shot my stand-up comedy special up on the hill in the middle of the desert.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who was there?
No one. It was just me. And I had a tortoise. A friend of mine had a tortoise, so it was walking around. It was walking around.
This is amazing.
While I did my stand-up, and while I was doing my stand-up, a couple of wild dogs. There's a lot of wild dogs out there. 2 wild dogs walked right through my set.
They did?
They just wandered through, and I talked to them, and then they wandered off into the desert. It was fantastic.
Did you have a crew?
I had a crew. We had
Okay.
we had a seven cameras and a jib and a crane, and we even had a helicopter. We had a helicopter flying around shooting it. Yeah, this was and it was amazing. And
Yeah, but how do you do, I mean, how do you, with the laughs, did you put in laughs later?
No, nothing. I just heard them in my head. You know, it's an act that I worked on. It's an act I worked on for many years, and I just knew the timing so well that as I was doing it, I just accounted for the laughs I pretended I could hear them.
Wow. So if you're watching this thing,
Yeah.
you don't hear any laughs. You just
There's
hear
none.
just silence.
Silent. And it's beautiful. You don't like the comedy, the view is beautiful.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing out there. You can just see forever. It's beautiful. It's stunning.
And then you, is it an hour long?
Yeah.
Wow.
I watch one of my favorite shows is called Mozart in the Jungle. And he goes through like an artistic block as he's not a composer, he's a maestro.
Yeah.
And one of the things to break his artistic block was to perform solely for himself and without the roar of the crowd that he was used to.
Beautiful.
And he was able to elevate himself and elevate his practice, which is sort of
That's what
similar
I wanted to do. They wanted to bring a crowd in, and I wouldn't let them. They wanted to bus like people out and build like seats around me, and I said, "No, you're missing the point. This is about me like doing stand up out to the universe. It's
That's
out to the
amazing.
world. It's not.
God,
it's
it's
not
so-
for. There can't be any barrier. There can't be a wall of people. It's gotta go out to everything.
Wow.
And so it's very
you
spiritual.
also eliminate the ego from
Yeah.
the performance aspect of
it
it.
was just me yelling out. There was no barriers. There was no walls. There's no curtains. There was no roofs. It was just. Wow. It
Did
felt
you
really good.
improvise at all out there?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I did my act. But there was a lot. Like I had to improvise the dogs.
Right.
And then
That was your crowd
Yeah,
work. That was amazing.
and there was some birds flew by and were like, ah, and I pretended they were heckling me.
Wow.
And then at one point, 3 guys in motorized hang gliders buzzed right over, and I just started yelling at them and screaming. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it was really
Wow.
fun. Yeah, it's called Force of Nature. Harland Williams, A Force of Nature.
Website or could we?
That's the same thing on my website. It's DVD.
Ooh, I wish I could use some vitamins and some help from a doctor online.
Well, let me.